Listen closely, because by the end of this video, your view on money will never be the same again. I'm going to walk you through the exact mindset shifts and daily habits that helped me and countless others escape financial struggle and quietly build real wealth. These steps aren't theory, they're practical, they're doable, and they work. But here's the real twist. Step 6 is where everything changes. It's the one move that turns surviving into thriving. The habit that most people ignore, but the wealthy never skip. If you apply just that one step consistently, staying poor becomes almost impossible. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like wealth is always out of reach, this is the video you've been waiting for. Let's dive in. Step 1. Don't wait to be ready. Start moving now. Most people stay broke because they're waiting for the right time, waiting for motivation, waiting until they feel ready. But here's the brutal truth. Wealth doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It rewards the ones who start anyway. Imagine money like gravity. It flows toward motion, not perfect motion, not confident motion, just motion. People who build real wealth aren't always the smartest or the most skilled. They're the ones who started, even with shaky hands, limited knowledge, or $20 in their account. Every wealthy person you admire started by doing something uncomfortable. They sent the first awkward email, filmed the first cringy video, opened the account with barely enough to matter. They didn't wait until they knew it would work. They just worked until it did. If you're stuck, don't ask yourself, what's the perfect first move? Ask, what's a small move I can make today? Maybe it's setting up an auto transfer of $10 into savings. Maybe it's watching a free tutorial on a skill you can monetize. Maybe it's writing down your total debt just to face it. Motion kills fear, action kills excuses, and small daily steps taken consistently are how millionaires are made. The hardest part is starting. The wealth is in continuing. Step 2. Focus like a laser, not a flashlight. Here's what quietly wealthy people understand. Scatter your focus, and you scatter your progress. Most people try 10 different things halfway, instead of doing one thing with full intention. And that's exactly why their bank account never changes. Think of your energy like a flashlight. If you shine it in every direction, it lights up nothing. But aim it like a laser, and it cuts through steel. Wealth builders pick a lane and commit. They don't chase every hot trend, they don't jump from hustle to hustle every month, and they definitely don't scroll mindlessly hoping to feel inspired. They focus on a skill, a strategy, or a single money goal, and they pour their effort into it like water into a funnel. Want to escape living paycheck to paycheck? Don't try to fix everything at once. Pick one goal, master your budget, launch a small side hustle, build your emergency fund, then go all in on that goal until it's second nature. And here's the surprising part. Focused effort is actually less exhausting than scattered effort. Because when you focus, you gain momentum. And when you gain momentum, you win faster. So if your mind is currently pulled in 20 directions, pause. Choose one that actually builds toward your future. Then show up for it like your freedom depends on it, because it does. Step 3. Master your energy, not just your time. We've all heard the phrase time is money, but here's the real truth. Energy is the multiplier. You could have 10 free hours in your day, but if your brain is foggy and your motivation is flat, those hours are useless. Quietly wealthy people protect their energy like it's their secret weapon, because it is. They know when they're most alert and creative, and they give those peak hours to their most important goals. Not Netflix, not emails, not meaningless tasks. They guard those golden windows for deep work, planning, building, or learning skills that will pay them for years. They also fuel their energy like it matters. That means decent sleep, real food, daily movement, even if it's just a walk outside. Why? Because a strong body produces a clear mind, and a clear mind makes better money moves. So here's your challenge. Don't just track how you spend your time. Track when your energy spikes and dips. Build your habits around those highs. Automate or eliminate the low energy noise that drains you. Because once you master your energy, you stop just getting through the day and start using the day to get rich. Step 4. Invest before you're ready. Most people wait for the perfect moment to start investing, when they earn more, when they feel confident, when they've read 100 books. But the quietly wealthy? They don't wait. They invest first, learn fast, and build momentum while everyone else is still overthinking. Here's why that works. When you start small, you take the pressure off. You're not trying to double your money overnight. You're just getting skin in the game. And that tiny bit of real-world experience will teach you more than any podcast ever could. Start with what you have. Maybe it's $10 into an index fund. Maybe it's buying one share of a company you believe in. Maybe it's contributing to your retirement account consistently, even if it feels slow. Every dollar you invest becomes a silent worker that never takes breaks, holidays, or sick days. And the earlier you start, the harder your money works. The magic isn't in timing the market. The magic is in time in the market. Quietly wealthy people understand this deeply. They treat investing like brushing their teeth. Non-negotiable, routine, boring, until one day they look up and realize they've quietly built a fortune. So stop waiting for permission. Start where you are with what you have and grow from there. The best investors weren't born with confidence. They built it one decision at a time. Step 5. Protect your time like it's cash. Quietly wealthy people treat their time with the same respect most people only give to money, sometimes even more. They know that time is the one resource you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again, but once an hour is gone, it's gone forever. That's why they guard their calendar like it's their savings account. Think about it. Every distraction, every unplanned scroll, every task that doesn't move your life forward is like handing over your future 1 minute at a time. They say no to things that don't align with their goals, even if they're small, because small leaks sink big ships. It's not always about doing more. It's about doing less of what doesn't matter and more of what builds the life they actually want. That means turning off notifications that train your brain to be reactive, scheduling deep work blocks for what truly matters, limiting meetings, gossip, and mental clutter, and saying yes only to the people, projects, and routines that build long-term returns. If money is the outcome, time is the fuel, and quietly wealthy people never waste it on things that won't pay dividends. So if you're serious about changing your life, stop asking how to get more done. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now worth the time I'm trading for it? Because your time is your paycheck. You just don't always see it that way yet. Step 6. Automate success, so you never rely on willpower. This is the secret weapon of people who quietly build serious wealth. They don't rely on motivation. They don't wait to feel like saving or investing. They build systems that do it for them, automatically. Because let's be real, willpower is unreliable. It fades with stress, distraction, or even a bad night's sleep. But automation, that runs rain or shine. Quietly wealthy people set up their finances like a self-driving car. The moment their paycheck lands, a percentage is automatically routed to savings. Another slice goes to investments before they even see it. Bills, paid without a second thought. And what's left? That's all they have to spend. This removes decision fatigue. No more, should I invest this month? Or can I afford to save right now? The decision was already made, once, and the system handles the rest. Here's the kicker. This habit turns ordinary people into consistent investors. It's not about making huge moves. It's about showing up financially every single month, even in small amounts. Over time, this is what builds wealth quietly in the background, while others are still trying to budget manually or wait for the perfect time. If you automate your success, you remove your emotions from the equation, and that's when money starts to stack. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't get excited to do it. You just do it, because the alternative is rot and decay. Think of your finances the same way. Want long-term wealth? Build automatic habits today that keep paying you for decades. Step 7. Track what matters, because what you measure grows. If you want to get better with money, start treating it like a business would. And no serious business runs without tracking the numbers. Quietly wealthy people measure everything: their net worth, their monthly spending, their savings rate, even the hours they invest into learning or building skills. Because here's the truth. When you track something, you naturally start improving it. It's psychology. Awareness builds accountability. It's not about obsessing over every dollar. It's about building clarity. Knowing where your money goes gives you control, and control is what creates freedom. Set a calendar reminder once a month. Look at your progress. Adjust what isn't working. Double down on what is. If you wouldn't drive across the country with a blindfold on, don't do it with your finances either. Step 8. Take daily action, even if it's small. Success doesn't come from one grand gesture. It comes from tiny wins, repeated daily. And that's exactly how quietly wealthy people operate. They don't wait for motivation. They create momentum. They don't need a new year, a new job, or a perfect plan. They just move. It could be as simple as transferring $10 into savings, reading 5 pages of a finance book, canceling a subscription you forgot about, watching one tutorial that teaches a monetizable skill, writing down one goal and taking one step toward it. These small, consistent actions may seem boring at first, but they stack, they compound, and one day you wake up realizing you're not just surviving, you're building something real. Wealth isn't a finish line, it's a habit, and the people who live that truth rarely stay poor for long. So when this video ends, don't just nod and scroll away. Stand up, pick one small step, and take it today. That's how your story changes. Final thoughts. Your future starts now. If you've made it this far, it means one thing: you're ready. You're done waiting. You're done watching from the sidelines. You're ready to build wealth one smart step at a time. You don't need to be born into money. You don't need a finance degree. You just need consistency, curiosity, and the courage to start. Wealth doesn't show up all at once. It grows in the background while you live with intention. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing you learned today, just one, and act on it within the next hour. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every wealthy person you admire, they didn't just wish for success. They built it. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. If this video gave you value, give it a like, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who's ready to stop struggling and start building. Your future isn't waiting, it's here.